Good morning, and welcome to Redeemer Lutheran Church. I'm Pastor Gary Lodeholt. A little of my own story. The college I went to had a short winter semester, and in my sophomore year, I was trying to decide whether or not to be an English major or a religion major, and took a course in each discipline to help me decide. I enjoyed the English class, but the religion class that I took was Old Testament prophets, and pretty quickly I was in love. The prophets were preachers, and I thrilled to learn not only their message, but also how they were saying it. I guess you could say the prophets spoke to me in a powerful way. This week we are continuing our year-long series of exploring the lives of those faithful men and women the church remembers, honors, and commemorates each month. So it's time for our focus on some of the folks remembered this way in June. Now, please know there are others besides these that are remembered, but I wanted to lift these up for you this week. Today we will explore the life of someone named Justin Martyr. Actually, his name is simply Justin, but the martyr part was added after his death. And one of the resources I looked at said that he was probably the greatest figure between the apostles and Irenaeus, whom we will look at on Friday this week. That's quite the accolade. Justin was born about the year 100 to pagan Greek parents. Early in his life, he began an intense search for a satisfying philosophy and religious truth to guide him in life. He first tried a teacher who followed Stoic philosophy, but that teacher couldn't explain God to him in a satisfying way. He chose a different philosophy, but was put off by his teacher's focus on getting paid. Then he tried yet another school of thought, but that teacher required him to learn music, astronomy, and geometry before teaching him philosophy, and he didn't want to do that. Finally, he settled on a school of thought that followed Plato. Then a chance encounter with a man by the seashore changed his life. This elderly Christian told him of the Old Testament prophets, and through them Justin heard the word of God and saw reason and purpose to creation and his place in it. This encounter led Justin to embracing Christianity. Soon it became clear to him what he should do, and he decided that the only option for him was to travel throughout the land, spreading the knowledge of Christianity as the true philosophy. Eventually, he ended up in Rome and founded a school there to continue his teaching. There he actually defended Christianity in front of the Caesar and the Senate on 2 separate occasions, leaving a legacy of early Christian liturgy and belief. A few years later, he debated with a well-known philosopher of Cynicism, who then denounced him to the Caesar. When Justin and some of his students refused to make a pagan sacrifice, they were scourged and then beheaded. Justin is an important witness for the life and thought of the early Christian church, and while he possessed no great literary or philosophical skill, he was the first Christian thinker to attempt to reconcile faith and reason. He saw no significant distinction between Christianity and the thought of Plato, for example, and thought that reason and faith supported each other. I suspect that most of us have a belief system that blends both faith and reason together as well, and perhaps we owe Justin a debt of gratitude for laying the foundation for us. After his death, the word martyr was added, so that he is known as Justin Martyr. Over the past 25 to 30 years or so, many scientists have published books showing how their own faith supports and enlightens their scientific outlook. My favorite? An astronomer wrote a book describing the vast wonders of space and entitled it the fingerprint of God. Thanks for watching, and remember to let this day belong to God.